You might think the Indiana Fever's blowout win over New York was just a lucky preseason fluke. You've been waiting a year to see if Caitlin Clark's body could actually handle the professional load again. But her first bucket, a high-speed floater off 1 foot, proved something doctors didn't expect. She wasn't just healthy, she was physically superior to the version of herself that broke down in 2025. While many fans viewed the 2025 season as a continuation of Caitlin Clark's meteoric rise, the reality was a silent physical breakdown that nearly compromised her long-term career trajectory. Unlike binary injuries such as Sophie Cunningham's MCL tear, which sidelined her completely until 2026, Clark was trapped in a stacking injury cycle across a grueling 13-game stretch. It began with an aggressive quad strain, followed by a compensatory ankle tweak, and culminated in a July groin injury. This structural chain reaction created a psychological mental loop where every burst of speed was met with the fear of another setback. Clark later reflected on this grueling period, stating, "There's no mental reset button for that. You can't just decide to trust a quad that kept failing you." In professional basketball, the inability to trust one's base leads to a hesitation that erodes elite performance. Clark's mechanical reliability was shattered, as her body could no longer instinctively execute the sharp lateral cuts required by her high-usage role. This context transformed the Fever's recent victory at the Barclays Center into more than just a box score triumph. It was a definitive psychological breakthrough after a year of physical volatility. But knowing you're healthy in practice is one thing. Proving it against a super team with a championship target on their back is where the new Fever truly emerged. The Indiana Fever's 109-91 blowout of the New York Liberty served as a definitive clinical trial for a roster returning from the brink. The first and most critical diagnostic was the floater test. Caitlin Clark's opening bucket, a high-arcing floater off 1 foot into heavy traffic, validated her structural recovery. In sports medicine, touch and fine motor control are the first attributes to erode following lower body trauma. Hitting this shot proved her quad and ankle were finally synchronized. Further evidence appeared in the shooting mechanics of her perimeter game. Clark noted her missed three-pointers were running long. In professional shooting logic, a long miss indicates that a player's legs are fully back, providing too much power, whereas short misses signal fatigue or a weak physical base. Precision extended to ball security. Facing the Liberty's aggressive full-court pressure, Clark orchestrated the offense for 17 minutes, recording 7 points and 4 assists with 0 turnovers. This efficiency was mirrored by Sophie Cunningham, whose performance addressed the mechanical load of a surgically repaired MCL. Cunningham exploded for 14 points in just 13 minutes, including 3 three-pointers. Her ability to plant, pivot, and fire in a high-speed rhythm confirmed her knee could withstand the torque of elite competition. This wasn't just a preseason win. It was a technical exhibition that proved Indiana's core is physically reinforced. Most people think the Fever are a one-woman show, but what happened when the bench came in suggests Coach Stephanie White has built something much more dangerous. The Indiana Fever's 18-point victory revealed a roster depth that defies the one-woman show narrative. Despite the absence of all-star Aaliyah Boston due to a lower leg injury and defensive specialist Lexi Hull with a hamstring strain, Indiana's second unit produced a staggering 62-point explosion. This bench production was spearheaded by Kelsey Mitchell and Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, who both scored 18 points. Walker-Kimbrough's efficiency was the catalyst for a decisive 21-4 run that effectively neutralized the New York Liberty's star-studded lineup and shifted the game's momentum permanently. The breakout star of this rotation was Raven Johnson, whose physical play earned her the nickname Go-Go Gadget Arms from the coaching staff. In just 17 minutes, Johnson recorded 8 assists, 2 blocks, and 2 steals, utilizing her massive wingspan to disrupt passing lanes. Complementing this defensive length was Justine Pafidis, known as Pat, a 6'4" shooter whose floor spacing creates the pace and space environment Coach Stephanie White demands. By pulling opposing centers away from the rim, Pafidis opens the interior for high-percentage finishes. This strategic depth suggests the Fever's ceiling for 2026 is significantly higher than analysts projected. None of these individual performances matter, however, unless they fit into the specific tactical weapon the Fever are currently sharpening. To realize the championship ambitions of 2026, Coach Stephanie White has implemented a high-octane pace-first strategy, aiming for Indiana to rank in the top 3 in the league for tempo. This isn't merely about running, it is a calculated effort to weaponize fatigue against opponents. During the destruction of the Liberty, the Fever capitalized on this conditioning advantage by generating 29 points directly off 24 New York turnovers. This transition-heavy system relies on rim-to-rim runners like Monique Billings, who possesses the elite foot speed to outrun opposing forwards and catch full-court outlet passes in stride. By prioritizing constant off-ball motion, Indiana prevents defenses from setting their traditional matchups or sagging into help-side positions. This fluidity creates a chaotic environment where the opposition is forced to make split-second decisions at high speeds. Reflecting on the physical demands of this new identity, Caitlin Clark highlighted the difference in her aerobic capacity, stating, "I felt fast. I struggled in that area last year, but my body felt great." This tactical shift fueled a massive 32-point first quarter, proving that when the Fever dictate the speed of play, even super teams struggle to maintain defensive integrity. So if the Fever are this fast now, imagine what happens when the final pieces of the puzzle return for the regular season. The road to the regular season opener on May 9th against the Dallas Wings is now a high-stakes ramp-up designed to integrate the roster's final explosive components. Following their success in New York, the Fever transitioned to a critical two-game home stretch at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, facing Dallas on April 30th, followed by an international exhibition against the Nigeria women's national team on May 2nd. These games serve as a laboratory to reincorporate Aaliyah Boston, whose return transforms the team's transition logic. While the Fever have proven they can sprint, Boston's presence adds a secondary break dimension. Her ability to secure defensive rebounds and immediately ignite the fast break ensures the pace does not stall after the initial push. This preseason stretch serves as a proof of concept that has already vibrated through league film rooms. Coaching staffs are no longer just scouting a generational shooter, they are scouting a conditioning machine that refuses to slow down. While preseason scores are technically erased, the psychological data remains. For Indiana, these final matchups are about finalizing the film session reality, proving that the efficiency seen at Barclays Center was not a statistical anomaly, but the baseline for a new era of basketball. If the Fever are this fast now, imagine what happens when the final pieces of the puzzle return for the regular season. The final phase of Indiana's preseason focuses on the synchronization of their high-speed roster before the May 9th season opener in Dallas. The upcoming schedule serves as a vital laboratory, featuring a rematch with the Dallas Wings on April 30th, followed by a unique international test against the Nigeria women's national team on May 2nd. These matchups are designed to finalize the rotation and refine the transition chemistry between the guard unit and the returning Aaliyah Boston. In Stephanie White's system, Boston's role is transformative. Her ability to rim run after a defensive stop provides a vertical threat that forces opponents to choose between defending the three-point line or conceding a layup. This period is essentially a proof of concept phase for the coaching staff. By reviewing film from the Barclays Center victory, the team is identifying how to maintain their 32-point quarter scoring bursts over a full 40-minute game. While preseason results don't count toward the standings, they establish a film session reality that dictates how the rest of the league must prepare for Indiana. Every minute of these final two exhibition sets is about ensuring the 2026 championship push starts with a refined, healthy roster. None of these individual performances matter, however, unless they fit into the specific tactical weapon the Fever are currently sharpening. A new hierarchy. Why the Fever are 2026 title favorites. The shift in the WNBA power structure is no longer a theoretical projection. It is a mathematical reality. By outscoring the Liberty by 42 points in the paint and on the fast break combined, Indiana proved they have bypassed the traditional rebuild phase. This new hierarchy is built on the fact that the Fever roster now features three different players, Clark, Mitchell, and Walker Kimbrough, capable of scoring 15-plus points in a single quarter. This offensive volatility makes them impossible to scheme against in a playoff series, where defensive adjustments usually focus on neutralizing a single star. The 2026 title favoritism stems from a roster density where the 12th player can produce starter-level metrics. Following the Barclays victory, internal data suggested Indiana's effective field goal percentage stayed above 55% even when the starters sat. For fans who endured the 2025 season's physical attrition, this transition from rehab Clark to intentional Clark provides a definitive solve to their primary pain point: inconsistency. The Fever didn't just win a game, they updated the league's software. As the regular season approaches, the conversation has shifted from can they compete to who can stop them. Indiana has replaced the New York monologue with a new dominant dialogue, leaving the league with the free chocolate of a guaranteed high-octane championship contender.
This is Flagrant Basketball, where the drama hits different and the takes stay flagrant every single day. If you love elite hoops, insane highlights, inspirational storyline, and straight fire analysis, then you already know who's bringing it. That's right, featuring the best in the game. So if you're tired of boring basketball talks and you want real passion, real breakdowns, insights, stories, and zero chill, smash that subscribe button right now. New episodes drop weekly. You do not want to miss the game. Legends are made on the court, and we're just getting started. Flagrant sports, drama, daily. Let's run it.